Hey, what is shaking YouTube? I'm here today with my buddy CJ, and he brought over his titanium Banshee. So we're gonna anodize it. Why not? We're gonna do a splash pattern. We're gonna do silver splash on blue. Right, that we're gonna shoot for.
Sounds good.
All right. So first thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to clean this really good. So we're gonna pop on some gloves. We got some rubbing alcohol. We're gonna clean this off really, really good. And let's get to anodizing it. Let's do it. Okay, guys. First step we're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to take apart the yo-yo. And we're going to want to take out the bearing, the axle, and the pads.
Easy enough, right?
A nice
Don't scratch it.
Screwdriver helps, huh?
Yeah, I use an eyeglass screwdriver.
And if you do accidentally scratch it, it's okay because we're going to be re-anodizing it, which will go over the scratch anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, now we're just going to have to clean it good with rubbing alcohol.
This came out really easy.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Rubbing alcohol.
So we want the 90 proof rubbing alcohol. This is a 91%. So not like 90 or higher. So it leaves less water, on the air.
Alright. Gonna put some in here.
Yeah, don't be shy. Just clean it really good with it. Really get in there with it. And nothing to this. We're just gonna clean it up. So he's gonna keep rubbing it till it's all good. Get both sides real clean, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys. Next step is we're gonna mask off everything we want to keep silver. So everything we put nail polish on, you can use any old nail polish. Go to the dollar store like we did, and just get. Doesn't matter what color. So anything you put nail polish on is gonna stay silver, and then the rest will be blue. So you're gonna have to do this to both sides. And when you do this, it's almost like you just want to be as random as possible. So I want to let it start to drip out so it's drizzling till it's like a nice drizzle, like that speed. And then I'm going to start just kind of going totally random like that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to let that dry. We'll speed up the process by using a blow dryer. And then we are actually going to do the same thing to the other side. So there's also a splash pattern on the other side. So we're just going to let this dry for a little bit, and we'll be right back. All right, so this side is dry, but now we're going to have to do the same process to the other side. So I'm just going to flip them over. And do you know where I put the nail polish, CJ?
Yeah, I do actually. Hang on.
Okay, so I just flipped it over. Now we're going to do the other side. CJ's just grabbing me the nail polish. Oh, it's right here. Thank you, sir. And we are going to do the same thing to this side. So we're just going to let it drizzle out. And then we're just going to make it totally super random. There we go. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. And same thing, and then we're actually ready to start anodizing, and we'll get to that process when we get there. So we're going to hit this with the blow dryer, give it 5-10 minutes, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got a titanium wire holding the yo-yo here, and we got our alligator clips, and we're starting our power supply on 24 volts, and we'll see what that gets. We can always go up. So we're going to dip it in here.
Like instantly gold.
Yeah.
Real nice. Got an air bubble in there though. So.
That don't matter.
And still gold. Interesting.
So I get slowly changing.
Can't really see it on the camera, but the titanium wire turned blue.
Oh yeah. You can see it's climbing down though. Mm-hmm. It's starting to get a purplishy blue in some spots.
That's crazy, all the bubbles coming off the response area.
Yeah, off the cathode, yeah.
No, like on
the spoon thing?
No, the groove.
Oh yeah, that too, yeah.
Response groove.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, it's definitely doing something.
That's for sure. It is doing something.
We'll give it a little check. Okay, so you notice it is starting to get a bluish, purplish color here. I'm going to leave it in a little longer, maybe turn up the volts a little.
a little bit here.
It's real sensitive, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. This one's the fine one. It goes up just a little at a time. That's looking pretty good though. It's getting there.
Yeah.
I say we let that sit there in a couple minutes. Come back and take a look at it. Okay, now we're just some cheap non-acetone nail polish remover. And we're just going to let it soak on there for a second. And start rubbing it off with some paper towels. If we need to get in the nitty gritty, we'll use Q-tips and an old toothbrush. But most of this should actually come off pretty easy once we just let it soak on there for a couple seconds. It does take a minute to get working. And then you can really see, see what you did, the fruits of your labor.
What did you do?
What did we do?
What is this? This is the part where you get to find out if you just made a terrible mistake.
Yep. Damn right. No, it always comes out cool. It's like art, you can't do it wrong. It's its own thing.
I beg to differ. Art can be done wrong.
Okay, so
I think we need more juice. Put more juice in that. Yeah. Little goes a long way, right? No.
Yeah, it takes a minute to soak in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna let that soak on there for a good 30-90 seconds, and we'll be back. Alright, so we took all the nail polish off, and splash pattern achieved. Definitely unique. Some spots more faded than others, and you couldn't replicate this again if you tried. I don't know.
Yeah, wasn't really planning on it coming out this way, but can't say I'm unhappy with the results at all. It's super cool, super unique.
So it's all put back together. So let's just show you a couple tricks with it. All right, so CJ, the yo-yo plays just as well.
Oh yeah, nothing changed at all. Actually, I'm really surprised by that. Plays. That was a little snag there. No big deal. I think that was user error. Yeah, totally.
Sounds like your bearing's doing something.
Yeah.
But that's not the yo-yo.
It's not the yo-yo. I mean, zero fingernail vibe. Still glorious. Fun fact, this is the yo-yo that Jake from G Squared gave to Tom from Throws and Brews. And if you talk to Tom, he could testify to what this is. He absolutely adored this and loved it, and I do as well. I like it better now. I mean, just look at that.
Very unique.
Yeah.
One of a kind. Reminds me of kind of like a monkey finger splash.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of a little bit?
Not as extreme. Those guys are on fire,
but how
man.
it's like faded a little.
Yeah.
Like a faded splash.
Right, for sure. There's a whole lot going on there. I mean, I don't know if the camera's really kind of picking it up, but
I think it does. I think even on the camera we can see.
Yeah.
It looks pretty sick. So I'm happy how it turned out. It's not my yo-yo though, so.
I'm happy with it. I like it a lot.
Thanks for CJ for doing this little collab with me. And if you didn't know, my arm's basically like broken. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So thanks for CJ for coming over and giving me something I can make for you guys. So peace out. Thanks, CJ.
Yeah. See you guys.